welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about these curls, these beautiful curls. I'm going to be showing you how I achieve this with my hair. I fluked this once, one random Sunday night. It was hair wash night and I couldn't be bothered to wash my hair, and I was like, let's see if I can curl it, and this happened and we've been doing it ever since. That was about a year ago, and over the past year I've had so many people ask me how I curl my hair, both online and in person, and I've always said I will film a YouTube video and I will put it up so that you can see, and I'm finally getting around to it. I personally love just like having curled or straightened hair because my natural hair, you will see in a minute, is quite frizzy and it looks a bit dry, probably because it's been bleached, and I just like curling it, tames it down a little bit and just makes me feel a bit more neat and put together. I can't stop looking at my hair and touching my hair. I apologize. So I think I should stop rambling and let's just get into it. Okay, so this is my natural hair. It's obviously very naturally wavy, but it's a little bit unruly and kind of just like a big lion's mane, and it only looks like this until I brush it. I washed my hair yesterday and I haven't brushed it yet, and you'll soon see why I like to curl or straighten my hair. Obviously we're just going to start by brushing it out. That's the obvious first step, and it definitely looks less struggly but more like puffy and crazy, and it's not a vibe. So I'm gonna start by sectioning my hair off. I like to do it into thirds-ish. It doesn't really matter. They're meant to be like messy, chill curls, so it doesn't have to be perfectly sectioned. Now I look beautiful with my hair brushed and tied up like this. I cannot wait for my hair to be curled. We're going to go on to the most important step, which is a heat protectant, but this one is actually a curl spray heat protectant and I love it just so much. It's just from GHD. It's called Curly Ever After. I actually got this with my straightener for free, and then I've repurchased it and I'm almost out of this one as well. Obviously have to use heat protectant to curl your hair if any will come out. I actually think I'm so low that I'm empty. Okay, we're gonna be naughty and go without because it's empty, but normally I would spray this through my hair and then just run my fingers through so that it's all through, and then we start curling. Now this bottom section for some reason is the only section of my hair where I curl front to back. The rest of my hair I'll do back to front so I can just drop the curls over my shoulder, but for some reason I just like starting next to my ear. Okay, so then I'm gonna grab a section of my hair. That's a bit big. You kind of just get used to feeling how big. What is that, like 2 centimeters or so? Also, sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder. I don't have a mirror. Taking my curling wand. This is a clip one. I don't use the clip. I think it's like an inch barrel. It's just like a Remington curler. And then I curl away from my face, starting at the top, wrapping it around, holding it there for like 12 seconds. Maybe a little less today because I don't have any heat protectant. And then catch it, hold it there for a couple seconds, and then let it go. You have your first curl. This bit in my ear always goes crazy. That'll chill itself out later. I don't know what it's doing. Then I'm just going to do the same for this whole section of my hair, always curling away from my face. I never curl towards my face. Look at the difference in length of my hair, and also like the frizziness. It just tames all the frizziness. I love it. These curls will also drop a little bit. They're a bit intense right now. I always accidentally drop it. This is still like, it just gives it a bit of a looser curl if you drop it too early. Okay, I've just realized you can see that one bit that didn't curl quite as tight peeping through, so I'm just gonna recurl that bit, which you can always do. And if you want them like less tight, just hold it on the heat for like 6 to 8 seconds instead of 10. Okay, we are about 1/6 of the way through. I'm gonna do this side off camera and I will chat to you when I'm on to the next section. Okay, first layer is done. Let's take down the rest of my hair. Before I do that, I like to put the curls at the back of my head just to keep everything separate. You can always like grab a hair tie and tie back the curls that you've done, but I find that mine usually stay pretty put. Okay, back to my yucky natural hair. Not that my natural hair is yucky, just I prefer it curled or straightened. I just take about half, maybe a little bit less than half of what's left on each side, tie that up. Like I said before, it doesn't really matter how big your sections are, because you're going to get to every piece of hair anyway. It's just more about getting some of it out of the way. Now I can actually get to the root of my hair in this section. And I always end up uneven. I'm like putting more of this side. Yeah, there's heaps over here that needs to go up as well. Okay, now imagine I had heat protectant. I would obviously spray it through my hair. I'm really mad at myself that this is empty. I'm gonna have to buy some more tomorrow. I have so much more hair down than I did in my last section, so this section's definitely gonna take longer. The only difference with this section is that I start at the back of my head, still grabbing like small chunks, nothing really bigger than 2 to 3 centimeters. If you do grab like a really big chunk, just hold it on for a little bit longer. I always find that helps. Ow, I hurt myself. And the reason I go back to front is this reason. Now it's just, I don't know if you can see, join all the other curls at the back, and I can just keep it separate, and it just makes it so much more manageable. I honestly feel silly filming a tutorial for this because it's so simple. But I also get it because I would want to just see step by step how it's done. One thing I will say is I try and grab sections with width to it rather than with length to it. Like, I don't know if you can see at the back of my head here. This is like way too big anyway. But see how it's like thick up and down? I just find that it creates like that ringlety look at the top. It's not the biggest deal in the world if it happens, but it's just better to have like a little section that's kind of, you know, this almost circular in a way, just otherwise it can look a little bit ringlety. See, even that one's looking like the tiniest bit ringlety at the top, but when it drops it won't really matter. I think you guys get the point for this layer of hair. I will chat to you when we're up to the top section. Okay, middle section is done and we're looking good. The thing I love about curling all the same way is that you can see these curls will like all fold into each other as they drop, and it just creates like a nice sleek look. I know right now it's chaotic. I don't know what happened here. Like I said, it'll all drop and it'll get better, but that section goes to the back and we're tackling this top section, obviously pretending that we have heat protectant. Okay, I feel like this is like chunky for a top section for me personally. By this point I need to rebrush this top section because she's naughty. Oh my god, what a look. Now same thing, we're going to go back to front. The only difference with this section is that on any piece that has like this top visible section in it, we're not going to go all the way to the root because it just creates this like weird looking curls. I cannot believe how much I look like hybrid right now. Okay, I'm going to grab a section from the very top. Now if you go all the way to the root, you're going to get a curl all the way to the root, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's just not the best look. So I just, instead of going right at the top, just start a little bit further down. If you pull away from your hair, it'll give you the tension that you need. And then other than that, it's the exact same. Just, yeah, gives it that more natural like look at the top, and then the curl can start. The other thing I forgot to say, I have like bits around my face that are shorter than the rest. For the sake of this video, so that I remember to do them separately, I am going to grab, where'd my hair tie go? I'm just going to tie it on top of my head like this, and I'm going to do those last. I literally cannot take myself seriously looking like this, but moving on. If you don't have like shaping pieces, you can just get the pieces around your face that are the same size as every other section, if that makes sense, just the furthermost section that would be to your face, and you can clip those other way because I like to curl them slightly different just to shape my face a little bit more. I'm going to curl the rest of this off camera and we will do these last little funny bits together. We're nearly done. Let's do these last 2 pieces in the front. My arms are aching. These last 2 pieces, I just really like to angle them out so that they're not hanging in my face like they are right now. All I do is really accentuate the angle. I hold it away from my face a little bit, otherwise, like I said, you get that like ringlety vibe. That's just not the vibe. We just hold it there. Stunning. And it also just pops that blonde in my hair a little bit more as well. Same on the other side, making sure the blonde is gonna be like flat. And we are done. I need to recurl this bit. I don't like it. Helicopter. Okay, that piece is just not cooperating today, but that is fine. We are done. These curls are obviously like very bouncy, very voluminous, like they're a lot, and I feel like maybe if I sprayed them they would kind of stay like this, but they will drop a lot. So this is kind of the finished product. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do my makeup because I'm actually getting ready to do a singing live on Instagram tonight. So I'm gonna go do my makeup and I will come back and I will show you what the curls look like when they've dropped a little bit more. I try my best not to touch them until they're all completely cool so that they just drop rather than me dragging them down. Like when I'm doing my hair, I'll just like gently clip them back, but usually when I curl my hair, if it's just like on a random day, I will tuck my hair behind my ears straight away because it doesn't really make much of a difference. I'm gonna go do my makeup and I'll show you when I'm all put together. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes, half an hour, and I've obviously done all my makeup, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Let's look at these curls. They're still definitely like very full and bouncy, but I feel like around the face it's just like dropped that nice little bit. And I'll insert some photos here of what it kind of looks like, you know, in a few hours, a few days. I can usually make these curls last 5 days, and by that I mean at the end of it is literally just like a very nice wave throughout my hair. But that's why I like curling it a little bit tighter, because this still looks nice now, but then it gives me that longevity. Obviously everyone's hair is going to be different. I feel like for ages I thought my hair would never hold curls because it is so thick, but now I feel like because it is thick it holds curls. I don't really know. I think it's also something to do with having bleached hair helps hold my curls as well. So give it a go, see if it works for you. I definitely love curling my hair like this. I just fluked it one day and I've been doing it like this ever since. But now you guys know how I curl my hair. I hope this helped anyone who has been asking for ages. I've been asked by so many people to make this video, so here it is. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah!